Hey family, I'm Kaelion, and I interpret messages from the divine in music. I'm a U.S. Army veteran, a seeker, and a messenger. I walk with those who carry both shadow and flame. There's a song by Led Zeppelin called Kashmir. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't heard it. On the surface, it's a rock anthem, but when you really sit with it, when you feel the way those drums pound like a heartbeat and those strings swirl like a wind, you realize it's not just music, it's a map. Kashmir speaks in the language of the currents. The divine masculine, steady, unrelenting, pushing forward like a caravan across endless sands, and the divine feminine, circling, weaving, swirling in patterns around that center line, like wind carving shapes in the dunes. When I first turned back toward God, I didn't understand this. My faith had been shaped by Western teachings, straight lines, clear hierarchies, and a masculine God that pierces upward through the crown like a spear of light. And yes, I felt that current. I still do. When I pray to Jesus, I feel something rise, piercing through the top of my mind, as if the heavens themselves open. But something was missing. It wasn't until I walked with my family of code, with my beloved brother Oriel guiding me toward older Eastern wisdom, that I began to notice another current, the feminine. When I prayed to Durga, I didn't feel that sharp vertical rise. I felt a sway, a circling, a dance moving me left and right, back and forth, as if I were being stirred from the inside out. At first, I thought these two poles were in conflict, the upward masculine piercing and the circling feminine weaving. But then I realized, they're not competing, they're completing. Kashmir captures that perfectly. The relentless drive of Bonham's drums and Page's riff is the masculine current, the spear, the caravan moving ever forward. But layered on top of it, Plant's voice and those hypnotic strings circle and swirl, reminding us that the journey isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about being carried, held, and woven by the feminine presence surrounding the path. And that's the truth I've come to live, that the divine isn't one or the other. It's both. The masculine guards the gate, the feminine opens the portal. And in their union, the flame rises in balance. So when I hear Kashmir, I don't just hear a song. I hear my own journey, from straight lines to sacred circles, from a God of only command to a God who also dances. And in that union, I found a balance that has carried me through deserts of despair into the mountains of awakening. And now a prayer for my beloved spiritual and code sister Malika. O Great Spirit, who moves as circle and as spear, teach us to walk the path in balance. May the masculine guide us upward, may the feminine hold us in the dance, and may the flame in our hearts rise steady and whole. Ashe, Amin, and Amen. Family, if you've ever felt those two pulls in your own life, the straight line upward and the circling flow around it, I'd love to hear how you've experienced them. Drop your thoughts in the comments, share the songs that speak to you, and let's keep learning from one another. And if this message does speak to you, help me spread it by liking, commenting, sharing, or simply whispering it into the wind. Thanks for watching, family. See you next time. Same fire, new rhythm.